What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to UNPL Season 5. This week we take on GoldynGuy, the coach of the Philadelphia Pincers, and we get all of our new toys online and ready to go this week, and hopefully that will lead us to victory. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure to click the bell so you're notified when new videos are uploaded, and share the video with your friends. We're going to do a quick team builder before we jump into things, but of course there will be timestamps down below if you'd like to skip ahead. Now, GoldynGuy has been on a tear this season. He is doing really well so far, and I think we need to put a stop to that, right? I think we need to get back in the winning column. We had some unfortunate luck week 2, and then last week we just had a rough go at it. That was just a bad game on our part. So this time we just need to get back into things and just do better. That's the goal this week. And so we've swapped almost everything out. If you watched any of my stuff from previously, you'll notice that the team is completely different, and yeah, it's cool. I think it's awesome. We talked about it a little bit over on Discord. If you're not there, make sure to join the UNPL Discord, all that good stuff. But GoldynGuy is bringing some crazy offense this season with Latios, Mamoswine, Scizor, Iron Hands, Crawdon, all of this absolute power that just is really hard to switch into. On top of that, we've got some really good defensive stuff in Florges and Sinistcha, some bulky stuff like the Tentacruel, but can also be kind of offensive. It's also pretty fast. 2 awesome Terra Captains in Colossal and Articuno, both for the defensive and the offensive side. Both can do kind of both. And then there's an Ursaring as well, which very well may come in this matchup. So this week I wanted to try out the new toys and try to be a little bit creative, and so that is exactly what we have done. So let's take a look at what we brought. Starting us off is actually our 1-pointer Bayonet. That's right, we're bringing Bayonet the first week we got it available because this thing is crazy. Now originally I had Bandit on this, and I may end up regretting it because running the Adamant, Terra Ghost with the spell tag, all that stuff, if it is not invested in bulk, I can barely miss out on the kill on Latios. So maybe, but the thing is we brought Sword Stance this week, so the idea is possibly come in on a Latios that has had some drops maybe and scare it out with the possibility of Shadow Sneak, then SD on the switch, and then we're hitting something else for even bigger damage. We've got just enough speed to outspeed the base 55s, which is good. There are several base 55s on my opponent's team, so that works out well. Poltergeist and Throat Chop are there for some good damage, and Frisk is also nice for some nice information. On the defensive side, we've got Wheezing coming this week. We did have Galarian Wheezing, and we traded it in for normal Wheezing to save some points, and we're bringing max defense. This is our dedicated check to the Mamoswine and a couple other of the physical attackers. We've got Toxic and Will-O-Wisp this week, depending on what we think is going to come in. Pain Split, and that's going to help us to stay healthy, and Fire Blast to catch a possible incoming Scizor, which is really nice. Rocking the Pyapa Berry this week in order to possibly take a Psychic move, depending on the item and set of the Latios. If we are healthy enough, we actually can take one hit, which would be really cool. Next up, we've got Heatran, and we are mostly Spadef this week, so we're kind of running more of a balanced squad this time around. And we've got Magma Storm for trapping and extra damage. We've got Stealth Rock, of course, to be able to deal damage on the way in, Protect, and Earth Power in order to hit a few things on the other squad. Flame Body, of course, would catch any kind of contact moves and possibly burn the opponent. And of course, Lefties to keep ourselves healthy with the Protect. Next up, we're bringing Choice Scarf Keldeo, and this thing is awesome. The speed tier works out really nicely against this team so that we actually get to bring Modest, which means this thing is going to be dealing a ton of damage. I absolutely love it. This is a very standard set: Surf, Air Slash, Secret Sword, and Flip Turn. Nothing too crazy about this. We're just trying to hit as hard as possible and go faster than pretty much everything on the squad. Pretty simple, but nothing wrong with that. We also have brought Scarf Rotom Mow, and we're running a little bit slower this week, but that's totally fine. We've got Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, Shadow Ball, as Shadow Ball hits a decent amount of things, and the Pocket Will-O-Wisp, just in case. We might be able to pull this off and get something weakened. Again, we're able to run Modest on that this week as well, which is pretty cool. And finally, we've got Baxcalibur, and this Mon is ready to go on a tear. With Dragon Dance this week, it's wild. This thing does so much damage, and after one Dragon Dance, it can really put in a ton of work. work. We've got enough speed to outspeed everything on the team as long as we are +1, and that's really all we need, right? Glaive Rush, Icicle Crash, and Earthquake cover pretty much everything, and we've got a Babiri Berry to cover for a possible Bullet Punch or other steel move coming out from Scizor. So that is the squad for this week. I hope you all are looking forward to this awesome match with a brand new squad. Let's see just how it goes. We'll find GoldynGuy and jump right in. All right, here we go. And okay, I mean, this is the team that, this is similar, I guess. I faced something similar to this. The Ursaring is going to obviously stand in the way of the Bayonet doing much, but my leads have either been Keldeo or Rotom. I think Keldeo looks a little better in this case. Yeah, I've been going back and forth between Keldeo and Rotom, just one of my Scarfers. So I think Keldeo is fine. If it's a matchup we don't like, then we just flip turn, and we should be okay unless it's Latios, which could also be Scarfed, and I don't want to accidentally, you know, take a Psychic or Luster Purge or whatever. So if it's anything but Latios, we should be okay, and we can just kind of flip turn out and do what we need to do. So, oh well, good luck, have fun to GoldynGuy. Really cool dude. Make sure you check him out down below. Really good stuff. So what do we see? Grum. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So you do have access to Terra. You might be Terra Fairy, possibly. I need to see what Terra types you even have. Probably should have had that pulled up beforehand, but I didn't. So that's on me. Golden, you had Water, Grass, and Fairy. Water, Grass, and Fairy. But I still don't think you stay in here. I still don't think you stay in. I don't think I stay in. Because you probably just Terra Grass here. Yeah, I don't want to take anything. I get to see what Terra you are and respond. Terra Fairy. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, we're just gonna flip out. I don't want to deal with that. Helmet, good to know. That would have been the time for Steam Engine. That would have been fun, but no. So we are Terra Fairy, which is good to know. We could go Wheezing and threaten this with a Toxic, possibly. I think that's probably the play. Just go this and click Toxic. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Just sets rocks. Okay. This might just be a super annoying... just might be a super annoying variant that just sets a bunch of hazards. I didn't bring my removal this week, so that's gonna be a little tough. He may end up going for spikes here even, which could be super annoying. But yeah, gonna stay in. Might go for a spike. But yeah, this feels like probably like this is his max answer. Ooh, interesting. Fire Spin. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. But with Toxic and Pain Split, I feel like I can deal with this just fine, you know? So you've got rocks, you've got Fire Spin, you might have spikes. I mean, the thing is though, if you're Fire Spin and I went Baxcalibur, I mean, that was free thermal exchange, I guess, but yeah, that was a free thermal exchange if you had hit that. I'm just gonna go into this now, I guess, because I don't know if you're Flame Body, or does this thing get? I feel like this does get that the one ability that makes you immune to fire moves. Is that what do you get that? I didn't check a whole lot into into this, I will be honest. Yeah, Flash Fire. I don't know if you get that. So I might just have to Earth Power just in case. That might be the play. Yeah, let's just Earth Power here. Get some damage off. This thing's poisoned, so it's going to be taking a decent chunk. But yeah, I just don't. I don't know if he's Flame Body or Flash Fire. That's the only thing. And I don't want to hit into a Flash Fire. That's the only thing. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. The thing is, no matter what, I'm threatening either a fire move or I'm threatening a steel move, and I don't think he wants to stay in and take a flash cannon here. So this should be okay. You can't really go Sinistra because nope, just stays in. Okay. Oh, we get a crit. That's a little unfortunate. This must be this thing's only attacking move, I guess. It's not doing all that much. But yeah, my toxic is really starting to add up here. It's doing a lot. Does toxic? I think toxic just takes you out at this point, doesn't it? I mean, do I just Earth Power just to get the KO? Or well, it may not even KO after the after that with having the crit. I'm not sure where the damage lies there. So we'll just protect here, let the toxic take you out. That way Wheezing gets a KO. Off screen, but Wheezing gets a KO. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, this is good. This was, I guess this was the Back's answer? Question mark, question mark? I don't know. I'm not sure. But Toxic should let this thing go. Okay, cool. So it set rocks, got a little bit of damage off on Heatran, but we got some of it back, and we ended up being okay. I'm surprised he didn't have a ground move, to be honest. This thing gets plenty of coverage. It gets rock moves, it gets ground moves, it gets plenty of stuff. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't have that because into Heatran. I would have figured that he would have. But yeah, I'm curious to know if he is Flash Fire. I want to see that at the end. Definitely is a good information to have. Goes into Mamo. I feel like I just go hard Wheezing. That's what I designed this thing to do. That's why we are Levitate and not Gas. So yeah, this thing is meant to take hits from Wheezing, from Mamo, and be okay. So hopefully that is what will happen. EQ, yep, that'll work. That works for me. That's why we brought Levitate instead of Gas. And I could just Will-O-Wisp. I mean, what do you have? I mean, Ursaring could switch into it, but like nothing really wants to get burned, right? Or I could just Toxic. I feel like the switch-ins to this are more weak to Toxic than they are Will-O-Wisp, right? Because I don't think you go Scizor. Or could you? I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 here between Toxic and Will-O-Wisp, right? Because he either goes like Sinistra. Sinistra doesn't make sense. I'm gonna Toxic. I mean, if Scizor comes in, like, what does it do, right? I'm max Fizz Def, so like, what does it even do? That's Sinistra. I do know that he named the Sinistra after me, so this is much better. I would much rather have Toxic than Burn on Sinistra. That is totally fine. Also, I just bumped my desk, so if my camera shook, I am very sorry. But yeah, getting Toxic on this is huge. That's honestly amazing. And this thing can't really touch Heatran. So we just go right back into it, right? Even if you want to Calm Mind or something, we're very specially bulky this week. Looking at my spread, yeah, I've got a lot of HP. I'm max Spit Def. I'm taking hits like crazy here. The grass moves are dealing 0. I can't get burned. Trick Room, I don't think that's a huge problem. I don't think that's a big deal. Like, I mean, yeah, you're faster than me now, but like, I don't think that's a big deal. You're toxic. I can just Magma Storm. Like, what? I'm not sure how that helps you, actually. I think that makes it worse. I'm just gonna Magma Storm here, right? I feel like that's free. Just Shadow Ball, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, the only thing really that is helped out by this is Ursa Ring. And yeah, you're gonna take this because of Heat Proof, so that means we're just kind of stalling turns at this point. You are Weakness Policy, interesting. So I can just Protect here and waste some turns, and you probably just go down to Magma Storm plus Toxic in a couple turns, right? Yeah, you just go down after one more turn, so I just Protect here. Oh, you just, nope, you just, oh, you're gone. Okay, well, that's gone. Whoops, that one's out of here. Okay. I thought it might survive another turn, but it did not. So you gotta go Ursa Ring here, right? Ursa Ring is the only thing that makes sense. Named it Tone. Yeah, that's Ursa Ring. Now we gotta be careful with this thing, because this thing can be kind of wild. I want to see what this thing wants to go for, because I don't know what he wants to do. I want to see if he activates his own Flame Orb or whatever. Ooh, that's not good. Called my Protect. Okay, that's fine. But that does waste a turn of the Trick Room, and this thing cannot Terra, which is good. Do I save this? That is the question. We got, what, 2 turns? 2 turns of Trick Room. Okay. So he's probably a Violate, which means that if I burn him, we're kind of in a tough spot, or even Toxic him, we're kind of in a tough spot, because he probably gets a boost here. I guess Mamo is probably my best option at this point, right? Or yeah, I mean, Wheezing, I guess. I mean, I've got Rotom that deals with Mamo still. As long as it's not Sash, then I should be okay. But yeah, he's bulk up. He's taken 2 turns so far, so I mean, that's fine. What do you do? Body Slam. I should take 1. I take another one too, actually. I could Pain Split here, actually. I could Pain Split, yeah. So that way we just kind of waste a few turns. If he wants to hit me again, I don't believe I get KO'd at this point, and everything else on his team is at full. So I'm just gonna get some healing here, which is nice. This Wheezing is absolutely putting in work. It's interesting dropping Galarian Wheezing and picking up normal Wheezing. You know, normally you think about how good the typing is of the Poison and Fairy, but honestly, after dropping that Fairy typing, it has kind of, yeah, we lived that. It has kind of worked out. That, oh, we get a lot back. Oh, that's really nice. And you should lose your, yeah, you lose your Trick Room here, which is great. So that helps out a lot. So yeah, your Trick Room's gone. We probably just Fire Blast, right? Or I don't want to Toxic him. I don't want to Will-O-Wisp him, because then Guts could activate, or even Quick Feet. Probably not Quick Feet because Trick Room, but Guts would activate, and I don't want to deal with that because that's gonna hurt a lot. I mean, I've got a Keldeo that deals with this. Like, it's not a big deal. Keldeo always revenges this no matter what I do, but still, I'd rather not mess around with this if I don't have to. So he does switch. Okay. Go Scizor. Who's this? Is this Scizor? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There it goes. There it goes. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't Toxic. I couldn't status because of I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I know you thought that I was gonna click a poison move. I'm sorry. I think I just Toxic this and let it go down. Let this go down. Goes for Luster Purge. We eat our berry. We might live 1, actually. I have lived some in Mox. No, we did not live. That's fine. You might be Specs then, actually. You might be Specs. That could be a little Specsy, actually. Is it Bayonet time? Is it Bayonet time? Do we have enough? Is it Bayonet time? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. Is it Bayonet time, or do I get a little bit of chip? Because I don't think it's guaranteed. We're going for the memes. I want Bayonet to have the thumbnail, and if Bayonet gets this KO, then it earns the thumbnail. I'm just saying. Yachi Berry. Okay. We know what you are. Can you afford to stay in? Can you afford to risk this and stay in? Because if you switch, I could Sword Stance. And then you're in a really tough spot if I did that. Or just Poltergeist does a million too. Let's just sneak. He might stay in. If he doesn't, we still get 2 sneaks off into whatever. But yeah, Poltergeist does a million. I feel like we've put him in a bit of a bind here. I probably could have Sword Stanced here. He probably switches, but either way, I want to get off some big damage, and this will absolutely do that. We know that it is not Scarfed, which is really good information. I was very, very worried about a Scarfed variant of this in order to outspeed my Keldeo. He did stay in. Okay, so Sword Stancing was the wrong play. We got that right. That'll work. So yeah, we go ahead and Terra Ghost, which is perfect. And so we're going to get a Shadow Sneak off with Terra Ghost, Spell Tag, all that good stuff. Does this KO? I think it's a roll. I don't think it's guaranteed. I think it's a roll. Yeah, it's a roll. We don't quite get it. It goes for Draco. I don't think we survive this. Yeah. We get really good damage, though. We got really good damage. You did your best, Bayonet. It's fine. You did your best, and that's all we can ask. That's all we can ask for. We know you're not Scarfed, so we can go either this or into backs, honestly, because you're -2. You shouldn't be able to KO me, right? Let's make sure before I do something dumb. Latios into my Baxcalibur set. Worst case, you're modest, and you're -2. You cannot KO me here. Yeah, I think we go backs. I think we go backs. Yeah, I think we go backs, and we DD. I think we just DD here. Right? I think we just DD. Yeah, I'm not worried about Ursaring. I'm not really worried about Mammo's tough. Just because it could well, I mean, not really, because if he switches, then we get Ice Shard. We still get rid of this. So I should be okay to just click Dance, right? I think. Although the last time I Dragon Danced, yeah, that did not go well. It did not go well. I think we just D-Dance. The Draco's again. We should live this. We do. Okay. Good. So, 1 D-Dance here. Thank you very much. We will be in Shard range if he's Ice Shard on the Mammo. And I don't want to miss Icicle Crash because we all know that I would, and I'm not doing it. I'm not clicking the move that is inaccurate if I don't have to. We're clicking Glaive Rush, even though I'll take double damage, even though I will go down to an Ice Shard next turn. It's fine. I don't want to miss my move. And we all know that's what would have happened if I had gone for Icicle Crash. I would have missed, and I'm not dealing with that. So yeah, I'm not gonna risk that at all. Goes into this. I'm sure he has Ice Shard. Could I save this? Do I play for... I mean, this is kind of for diff, right? If I went hard Keldeo, I can just lock myself into... You have to shard here. So I could just go hard Keldeo, right? Yeah, I just go hard Keldeo. And because I gotta make up some diff after the Emerald game. Yeah, he has to click an ice move here. Trail. Bruh. Luckily I'm scarfed, so that doesn't matter. I just Secret Sword here. I'm scarfed, so it's not a big deal, I don't think. Shouldn't be, anyway. But if I just clicked Icicle Crash, like, you still took 1,000,000. Your Chople? Are you serious? Oh my god, what is this? What is that? Are you serious? Do I lose now? Do I lose? I might lose now. Do I lose? I sure hope I don't. We just click Leaf Storm. He's faster. Are you serious, dude? Are you actually serious, dude? You clicked Trailblaze on... What? What was that? What was that? That play makes no sense. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, that play made absolutely 0 sense. I cannot believe you did that. I can't, I'm honestly in shock that happened. I don't know what to say. That play makes absolutely no sense because all I had to do was Icicle Crash again and let backs go down, and then you're just gone. Like, why would you do that? that makes no sense. Absolutely 0 sense. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. There are no words. There are no words. There are no words. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I don't know. That's absolutely wild. I'm sorry I bumped the mic, but that is wild. That's absolutely wild. That's what happened. If I just stayed in and clicked any move, then I just go and oh my god. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Explain that to me because I don't get it. Let me know in the comments. But that's another loss that we should have absolutely won. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we'll see you next week for another match. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better. Anyway, stay safe out there. Stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye.